Welcome back to the Four Wheel Drive podcast, powered by Tyrepower, music by the Southern River Band, Let It Ride. We've become accustomed to that. The Four Wheel Drive podcast on Instagram, episodes over on BackChat to YouTube. Thank you to our patrons and the merch, voice messages, and the Ultimate Four Wheel Drive at the fourwheeldrivepodcast.com.au. I raced through that because I need to get to our man, Dahl, on the Canning stock route. He's got the billy on.
He's got the kettle on. Oh, the billy. Oh, I feel foolish for not calling it a billy now.
That's okay, mate. That's all right. Bit of culture. How are you, Ronny?
I'm good, mate. I'll just, wow, that's hot. Ah.
Oh, no. Burning yourself on the potty, mate. That's
Good start.
Good start there.
How are we going?
Starlink's looking good.
Good, mate. Good. How are you going? How are you tracking? You're into it?
Mate, we're into it, all right. We're about 250 Ks in, and it's pretty rough going, actually.
Yeah,
it's very, very rough track. Very dusty. The distance between the convoy does end up a couple of Ks every now and then, just because of the dust.
Yep.
Yeah. Today's pretty windy, so which is good because it keeps the dust away.
Yep.
Not so much to flies, though.
Yeah, geez, look at them.
They are going bananas. And you reckon that's pretty light on for the moment?
Yeah, well, yeah, it's pretty light on for the moment, yeah. It's not too bad, though, but that's the rig all set up.
That looks neat still.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to show you. I'm surprised.
We'll check back in when you've got 250 Ks to go, I reckon.
See what happens next week.
Well, hopefully by then I still have a lot of supplies, but I probably won't have much left, you know. So those crates are going to be pretty empty.
True. Now, what vehicle have you been in?
So far, first 250 K has been in a 76.
Yep.
So that's sitting here. I can spin the camera around if you like. Go. So 76, and
Its element.
we'll be swapping with Ralph at some point.
Yeah. Okay.
So there's the Troopy, Cafe Ragnarok.
Yeah, open for business, like it.
Hopefully I can hold this now. Yeah, that's all right now. There we go. And of course the Bloopy.
The Bloopy.
The Bloopy over here. Here's the crew.
Oh, look at the boys.
Hey, crew.
Oh, flies great.
Hello.
A little bit of fly sauce on that.
There we go. And you know what? The flies are here because we've got tuna cans open. That's why. Same thing happened yesterday.
Geez, look at Rafa with his fly net on.
Rafa looks the real deal.
Look
at that.
Go, let's get, yeah.
Hello. Look at that.
Say hi.
That is nuts.
I'll spin this camera around again. Yeah, so there's a lot going on.
How you doing?
G'day, mate.
Good. How's that camera?
How are we? Wow, look at that thing.
Yeah.
Now,
yeah, so it's been epic so far, man. Yeah.
it's awesome. And what's been like how are you, Rafa?
Oh, he says, how are you, Rafa?
Rafa, how are you, mate?
How are you, boys?
Good,
Yeah,
mate. Good.
mate,
Oh, you got
good.
headphones in, don't you, Ronnie?
Yeah.
Look at that. They
how
can't
you
hear
going,
us.
right?
Yeah, we're just waving. We're just talking.
Yeah.
Absolutely nothing.
So they're asking when you're buying my Troopy.
Oh, he doesn't want it.
Yeah.
How many? The real question I want to know the answer to is how many times has Rafa been to the toilet so far?
True.
Just talking today.
Ooh, well.
What's the counter?
Hey, who's been to the toilet the most so far? Chris.
Chris.
Fruit nut. Yeah, too much fruit and nut.
Yeah.
Rafa's made that mistake
Oh,
last night.
okay. All righto. So we're stopping for a bit longer this time.
Oh, yeah, the old road snacks. Yeah. Yeah,
So
it's funny. Yeah.
Talk to me, Ronnie. What have you been up to today? You've obviously stopped here for a bit of lunch. Where are you?
So we're pretty much just trackside. We're not far from Windage Springs. We passed, what was it? Oof, we haven't passed many wells, we got to say. We got a lot of wells to go. We're 2 days in, 250 Ks down. Hoping to do maybe, I don't know, maybe 350 today.
Yep.
Like in total, of course. Just to get us back on track. We got back on track yesterday, so it's all good. But we're definitely a bit ambitious. It's a very slow going track. I'm telling you, it's very slow going, and it's actually there's some sections that are quite gnarly. Like with all that weight on the roof, with the jerry cans and that.
Yep.
There was one section where the Troopy actually had a wheel off the ground because he followed me in. Now there was a chicken track around it, but they pop up pretty quick.
Right.
And because I've got the fuel up here as well.
Oh, yep. Right above it.
So,
shower tent.
Yeah, just on that side, and every single ditch on the first day, was all on that side, on the driver's
On the
side.
driver's side.
Yeah, so there was a few anxious moments. So it was, we were on the side step as well to make sure he wasn't going to tip over.
Yeah.
So, but aside from that, there's a lot of creek crossings. Quite surprised actually how rough the track is. Very surprised.
There's been no issues so far, mate, with the cars. They've been.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Oh, here we go.
So Sienna, set my car on fire. I'm not kidding.
Oh.
I did see that yesterday, right above the passenger seat.
I haven't seen this.
No, you're not on social. So he put up a story yesterday, right on the ceiling. He's got these 2 patches covering these 2 burnt spots. Yeah, you can see it here.
Oh.
That's from the magnifying mirror, and that's actually gone. Yeah.
Wow.
It happened so quick, and then even this patch got burnt as well.
Wow.
So,
the fire patch got burnt.
How's this happened?
So, as you do when you're a 14-year-old teenage girl, you'll sit there and you want to do your eyebrows. I mean, not your eyebrows, your eyelashes.
Yep.
So she's sitting there, her mirror's on her lap, and she's sitting with her back to the window, resting on the dash, and the lights just come through the window, bounced off like a prism, and then just concentrated the light.
Wow.
And we tried to replicate it to show people a danger. I couldn't do it. I ended up just handing it back to Sienna and say, "Here, you try." Straight away again.
Really?
So she's got that magic touch on the mirror to burn some holes.
Yeah, wow.
Jesus, you got to keep that in check, mate. You might not have a car when you come back.
Mate, like, had we gone for a bit of a walk and left the mirror on the seat, it can easily happen. It's like leaving a magnifying glass, you know?
Yeah, so this is just like a handheld mirror that she's using? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's just a handheld mirror, and I've confiscated a mirror from her.
Yep.
And she had another one that was magnifying as well, which is probably even more dangerous. Check this out, lads. So another organisation.
Seats out.
Oh,
nice.
Like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good, you've got the fire extinguisher there.
Yeah, right there. Yep. So the fire happened right there. So it's pretty handy.
Yeah, very handy.
I can't find the mirror right now, but I've confiscated one from it. It was like a cracked one, which just scattered light everywhere, you know?
Yeah, wow.
So
that is gnarly.
And it happened so quick.
Yeah.
So it was very difficult to replicate it. I was putting my hand in. It's like not really that hot, but there's like a certain point. There's a certain distance where all that light just concentrates. And mate, it's quite frightening how quick that can happen.
Yeah, it's lucky. Now, I know you're only 250 Ks in, and you've been in the 76 so far. Rafa's in the troopy, and obviously the bloopy's going with Chris. But initially, this is a bit of a random question. How would you feel about taking the Prado out there?
I'm glad I didn't bring it now because it doesn't have a lift. If it had a lift, I probably would bring it out. Yeah,
righto.
I'm not that concerned now that because I know someone who's taken his Prado across the Simpson when it flooded, and it was the only car that actually made it out unscathed.
Right. Not just a shopping trolley, mate. They can get the job done.
There's something about Prados in the Simpson Desert. They just tend to rescue everyone. It's crazy. It's crazy. It really is. It's definitely an underestimated vehicle for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, so out here in the canning, I'm just pouring this coffee roll in. There you go. Look at that.
Get the energy up. Oh, is that red?
I think it's
it's
very
just
red because of the dirt. It's just casting up on the awning.
Yeah.
So there was a family out here 2 days ago in a Pajero. We will likely come past it. Hire car caught on fire.
Oh.
And spin effects. So long grass got caught underneath it.
Yeah, right.
And just caught on fire. So we found this out because we spoke to one of the Mark II Rangers.
Yep.
Who we're trying to catch up with, but unfortunately their trip got cancelled, so we won't meet them. But there are some elders out there, so that was why we're trying to push to get to Durba Springs.
Yep.
Which is around 17, just to catch up with some local crew, some TOs.
Yep.
Just to get their side of the story because I can't speak for them, you know.
Yeah.
So it'd just be great to get a bit of background, a bit of history from them.
100%. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah. So I was just trying to get a hunt and brew out. So
because you
ask me a question. I'm going to put it
So
in my
how's your
coffee.
Hunt and Brew fridge going, mate? You've got that stacked up, obviously. You've got the Hunt and Brews. Rafa's got the steaks, and Chris has got the fruit and veg.
Mate, pretty much that. I'm just being quiet because I don't know how much I actually brought with me. And, because we went to share fridge space, but I've been a little bit selfish if you have a look at that.
Oh, wow.
That's that, mate, that's the top layer, okay?
That is commitment to the Hunt and Brew.
I hope you've got a. Geez, what day is it today? It's Wednesday. This is coming out on Friday. You better hope no one there listens to the pod, mate, because they're going to know.
You got 2 more days, mate.
You got 2 more days of Hunt and Brews to yourself.
Actually, speaking of listening to the podcast and just talking to us, what's the Starlink situation been the first 2 nights?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. So this morning I actually turned it off because I found my daughter on the phone. And like I unplugged it and then I waited about 2 minutes and I heard this. Hey! So I haven't seen you all morning.
Where are you?
So we just we just unplug it,
Yeah.
What's happened here? Oh, just me making coffee. There we go. That's how you make a coffee with milk.
Bit of Hunt and
I
Brew
like
in
that.
the coffee.
I like putting the iced coffee into the coffee.
Yeah, you've done that before?
Yeah.
I've never done that.
Yeah, it's very good.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Very, very good.
You're not scared of mixing up the Hunt and Brews there?
Oh, you know what?
Just adds to it. This could be a new Hunt
You know
and Brew
what's funny?
flavour.
Well, you're going to think I'm sponsored by these guys, but I'm not. But
Oh, my God. You should be, mate. You should be with the amount of stuff you talk about them.
I know. That's some hard plugs there.
Wow.
Now, there's the people of my local IGA and Woolworths are probably going to be a bit shitty at me because I raided all the Hunt and
they're all
Brews in my fridge.
Just brought the fridge in and just stacked it up.
That's very good, mate.
Hey, I'm mindful, Ronnie, because I know you guys are just having a little lunch stop. So we do have one thing that we would like to ask of you that actually is more just for the show rather than Jade and I talking to you about what's going on in your life.
Yes.
But the tough dog tip of the week. Now, we're going to throw your way for this, and if you could, you don't have to, but if you could keep it in line with maybe your current travels, that'd be very much appreciated.
Yeah, give us something on The Simpson.
Don't worry, I'm not going to talk about the mirror because we already spoke about that.
Gotcha.
So that tip was already covered. The tip I'm going to cover.
I feel like he's going to use a prop
is
here.
if you have a radio hooked up in your vehicle and you've got an antenna, well, like the Bloopy does, it's got it on the back at a high point. Can you see that?
Yeah.
It's put down actually, folded down on the ladder. See that?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yep. So we've relocated his swag because his swag was blocking the radio signal. So Rafa was in between, and he had to relay all the messages because the antenna on the my tree is so much higher.
Yep.
It's also not sitting on the ladder, so it doesn't get that extra vibration. So all antennas are line of sight, and it's not just the top of the antenna; it's the entire base of the antenna.
Right. Yep.
So if you've got like a swag or something in front of it, line of sight, you might as well have a concrete wall.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
So
it can affect it that much, can it?
Mm.
Yeah, it affected it that much that this lunch stop, we've moved the swag over. So it was in front. Now it's moved on top of the other bag.
Right.
And that makes a huge difference because that's where you had it on the drive up,
Yep.
and I heard it the whole way. So unless there's something else going on, if you block your antenna, no signal's going to get through. It's the same as you have your antenna on the bull bar, and you're trying to talk to someone who's behind you,
Yep.
and you've got your car loaded with gear. If you're going around a corner, it can cast down the side of the car, but if you're not, the signal's not going to get through.
Yeah. Righto.
Yeah. So that's my tough dog tip.
There you go. That makes me think about where I locate my.
Yeah. Well, I've got mine on the bull bar.
Yeah.
Put yours on the headboard.
Definitely
Duggo.
need the long one.
Headboard's good.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Have you got your radio yet?
No, I haven't actually. I went in the other day to have a look, see if I could find a little special, but they weren't there.
What are you thinking?
In terms of brand,
Well, that too, I guess, but antenna size.
I'm thinking GME, but I reckon I'll go. I I kind of like the idea of putting it up high and getting the the smaller size stick. I don't know what the sizes are called, but
yeah. So there's the ones we're running are 2.1 dBs, and they work perfectly fine on the highway.
Yeah.
Anything that's much, turbocharge it, Rafa. There we go.
We need Ronny.
That's $6.50.
Well, we need punches with K, is that what you're saying? I lost you guys last night.
Rafa, tell Rafa not to drink too much, mate, because we don't want him to stop every 10 minutes for a piss break.
Yeah, actually, that's a good point. Hey, Rafa, it reminded me of how much you actually go to the toilet. The urination breaks constantly, He hasn't been once yet during this podcast.
Oh, good on him. He went 5 times during our
Don't break the seal, mate.
Salt Lake one. Yeah, don't break the seal. So, Ronny, what have you got coming up next, mate? What's where you headed to tonight, and what do you got for the next week before we see you again and catch up?
Ooh, where am I heading to tonight? Oh, shit. I'm going to look at the maps.
So you said you're going to go catch up with some elders?
Well, elders at the next time we talked, we would have passed that area already. So by then we should hopefully have caught up with some elders and caught up to that vehicle that's burnt down. We don't know if we're going to see it on the track, in the middle of a track, or if it's pushed to the side or what it is. I'll say it'll be pushed to the side. And the dunes and Lake Disappointment. Hopefully it won't be a disappointment. Now the ranger has warned us that bad things happen if you camp near Lake Disappointment.
Well,
or even if you're near Lake Disappointment, bad things happen.
Bad be careful around there, then, mate.
Yeah. Well, that's where the vehicle burned down too. So that's when you were saying that's what confirms it. So that flapping you hear in the background is just me with a map.
Right.
So,
well, there you go. Okay. Have you've penned in your journey on this map?
Well, I haven't penned it in, but I can give you a scale of how far we haven't gotten. All right, get ready for this. So right here, I've got a map, and from one end to the other, more or less. So Wiluna's down this end. So zoom back out, and then up here is Halls Creek. That's where we come out.
Yep.
And there is the track to my best of my ability. I'm going to follow it. So it keeps going down. There's Lake Disappointment. And speaking of disappointment, we are only just down here at somewhere. Where are we? Just after. One sec. Where are we?
Oh no, Ronnie's
I
lost.
think we're lost, mate.
We're lost.
No,
Ronnie's lost.
We are pretty much right. Can you see Forbes, our camp kind of area around there?
Very blurry coming through.
Yeah. Bloody camera.
That's
anyway.
Right.
You're about there.
Yeah, you're about somewhere there.
This little portion, and we got that much to do.
A lot to go.
That much to that much.
All ahead of you, mate.
That's
exciting.
good, mate. That's very good. You've only just started. There's plenty to go, plenty to see. Can't wait to follow you on your journey, mate. That's unreal.
Yeah, it's unreal being out here.
Incredibly jealous. Those flies look annoying, though.
Oh, I don't mind them. That flies broke me years ago. I'm surprised my daughter's not wearing a fly net. Like, Rafa called me before we left on the trip, and he's like, "Have you got the Sienna a fly net?" And I was like, "Oh, I didn't even think about that." And then I asked her on the way up. I said, "Oh, I forgot to get you a fly net, so we'll go to Wiluna and get one." She's like, "I don't want a fly net. What am I a fly net for?"
Tough. The Dales breed them tough out there. Good.
I'd be in one flat out.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they tend to stick to me anyway. I don't know why.
Maybe a bit of deodorant wouldn't go astray, mate.
Yeah, couldn't hurt.
Yeah, I think you called that one.
Wasn't going to say anything, mate, but almost 100 episodes in here, it's probably time to get some deodorant going.
Oh, yeah. When is it? When is the 100th?
We're on 90. This one's 97.
Is it?
Yeah, 97. So we got 3 more, and I think you might be back for the 100th, mate.
Well, if I'm not back for the 100th, that means something went horribly wrong and I'm still out of here.
We might have to come up and get you.
Yeah, find you at Lake Disappointment.
Yeah.
To be honest, man, I've been wanting to do this hunting stock group for so long, and I haven't really felt like I've earned like I don't know, the right to call myself like a desert traveller.
Yeah.
Until I've done this. So to me, this really means a lot to
Yeah.
do this track. So I'm hanging to, well, I'm here now, but I'm hanging to see what I feel like at the other end.
Yeah.
Just to see, just everything that we're going to go through, because there's going to be more incidents for sure. There's a trip never goes without something going wrong. So hopefully, whatever goes wrong is something not to any of us, just more to a vehicle or something. But there'll be something, or we might come across something. Wildlife so far, we've come across one big camel. He was a pretty big dude. I think it was a dude. Yeah.
Maybe don't look too hard.
Don't look too hard for that.
I didn't
Well, you'd
really
be able to see.
I didn't see the dude, but for listeners that don't know, who may not know what a dude is, that's a camel's penis, by the
We
way.
were following you there.
Thanks for that one.
Yep. Very good.
All right. Well,
Yep.
Well, dudes, this dude's got to go.
Yeah, you get going, dude.
You go, dude.
Speaking of dudes,
Don't show us Rafa's
You
dude.
tell them about the surprise we will have.
a surprise we'll have from next week.
Yeah, they don't tell.
Oh, you mean the
Yeah.
yes, we have a surprise.
Rafa's got a
Nice.
surprise,
Looking
hey?
forward
We do. It's a collaborative surprise for the three of us. Yeah.
Yeah, I am.
What was that?
Yeah. There's
Yeah.
there's a few
we-
flies out here.
They're coming through the phone camera pretty well.
Yeah, they're coming through very well.
Yeah, that's where they're coming from.
Mate, I think if Chris just sticks near Ronnie, he might be left alone. He actually looks pretty clear.
Well, I reckon if you stand next to me, you'll be left alone. Yeah, right. Look at him. Look at him.
Nah, brilliant. All right, well, mate, we'll let you go. We'll let you get back to your trip.
Thanks, guys. Well, take care, and look forward to seeing what you've done in your car when I get back, Duggo. I'm sure.
Yeah, don't hold your breath.
Going on, mate.
Don't hold your breath, mate.
Mate, Duggo's car's basically like disappointment.
Oh, come on.
Wow. Sorry, mate.
Toyota disappointment.
Yeah, Toyota disappointment. All right.
Nah,
mate,
see you, boys.
Go well. Enjoy your
I want
trip.
to see
Stay
the
safe.
conversion. And
Well, guys, thank you.
Coin conversion.
Cool.
All right,
Yeah.
brilliant. We'll
If
see you
you
in a
pay,
week,
Rafa.
mate. We'll see you in a week. Be
Yeah,
safe.
see you in a week. So
See
what
ya.
next? Same time, same channel.
Same time, same channel, mate. We'll see you then.
Alrighty, good on you, lads.
No worries. See you,
Brilliant.
Ronnie.
Catch you later.
Mate. See you later.
See ya.
See you, Sienna.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Feels so
Catch
awkward
you.
waving to a camera.
Say
So bye.
bye, everyone.
See ya. See you later, guys. Enjoy.
Alrighty.
All right.
Oh, mate, that's
Amigos.
brilliant.
Amigos, how do yeah, there we go. Bye.
The red one.
Figured it out.
Yep, I figured it out. Oop, where is it?
Yeah, the red one. Yeah.
There we go.
It's like the old man when you just
Yeah, when you
like,
call, you're like,
How
just
do-
that
how
one
do-
there, mate.
how do I bloody get off?
on the right, just the red one, big red one.
I want to.
It makes me so sad seeing him on
know,
the trip and we're stuck here.
Yeah, but I just feel like you don't like we get to hear about the experiences,
Yeah.
and obviously Ronnie's just at the start with the crew, but like then you don't. Like you're you're just never going to do it justice just talking about it sitting
No.
here, and like when Ronnie's sitting under the awning, like you just want to
Yeah.
be, you want to jump on board for like 3 hours.
Yeah, I just want to be
Just to
there for a
feel
little
it.
bit. Like,
Yeah.
especially the canning. Like you could hear how excited he was to do it and how much it actually means
He's passionate about it.
for
It's
him doing that. Like
interesting that
that's
he
a big
thinks
trip
he's
for him.
Not a desert traveller without
Yeah.
ticking this one off. Like,
Well, we're not
what does
travelers
that make
at all,
us?
mate.
I was a little red dirt once.
Yeah, bit of late disappointment about us here.
But it is exciting for. I was just having a look then on the map because you can sort of where was he aiming to be? Well, 17. No.
He's got another 100 Ks tonight to do.
Yeah,
so that'll make
total
up
today,
350.
Coming up to Lake Disappointment. Anyway, it's
Quarter
cool
to
following
2.
along. If he gets to link up with the TOs,
Yeah, he's
Rangers,
planned that all out.
That would be very, very cool.
Yeah, really big.
I think to get the TOs, just to tap into a little bit of that knowledge and the history and the stories from direct from them would be unbelievable out there.
It's special
Because
it's an absolute privilege to do. It's like you look at the what is it in Queensland? I think it's Queensland, the top north, the Aboriginal community up there.
Right up towards
right up towards the north.
Is it on the? It's on the
completely blanking on it. I think
it's on the
Sarah and
west
Keelan
side
were up
of
there for
the-
a bit with some TOs and that.
I feel like I know.
I'm blanking so hard.
No, I know
that
exactly
kind of
what
stuff,
you're talking
like
about.
where you just have to get permission. You have to like really be allowed to go in there, and that is just really special stuff. I think.
Yeah, I think you've actually
unique.
You've got me thinking now because I know exactly what you're talking about.
The Australian Bushman.
Oh, what is that called?
Jamie?
Weeper? You think about Weeper?
No, I'm not
No.
thinking. No, maybe.
I could be wrong. You could be on. We could be
Sorry,
on different wavelengths. Anyway,
yeah.
It is very. I think it would be a huge privilege to be able to do something like that and spend time with the
TOs
out there on their country.
It really would be. It's
unbelievable.
Absolutely spewing. We can't go along, but one day we'll be out there, and we've got some things coming, mate.
Yeah, I've got to chat to you about some things too. I've actually got to chat to you.
Do you want to do this
positively?
Okay, on the pod? Do you want to do it on the pod?
No, we can't. Okay. I don't think we can.
No?
No.
Why not?
Because we let our patrons know, but we haven't let everyone know here.
No, we haven't yet, but we could.
We can't dive straight into the nitty-gritty, all right? Because I've actually got some serious stuff for you. Not that no one really needs. You're teasing the listeners to hear this, though.
I love it. All right,
it's a little bit of a tease, but it's
brilliant. Well, something that we need to bring up now is we are starting a new YouTube channel. So we're going to move away from BackChat Studios. That's where we've been posting all our YouTube videos. And it's a bit boring for people
what am I meant to wear?
No. We're still BackChat, mate. We're still BackChat. We're just moving to our own YouTube channel.
Right.
So I know that some people that follow us might follow us just for forward driving stuff and they're not really into the footy content and stuff. We're making a forward drive YouTube channel just for YouTube. Just for forward driving, sorry, I should say.
Yeah.
Head over there, the Forward Drive podcast on YouTube. We're going to be posting our videos there. It's not up and going now, but by the time this episode's out, it will be. So actually, yes, it will be up and going, mate. We're doing some cool stuff. We're not just going to be doing podcasting over there. We're going to be doing some videos later in the year. We'll be doing something really cool, very exciting. And we'll be doing some cool video stuff there. So if you want to follow the podcast and continue to follow us
the podcast
on YouTube, plus the podcast, head over to the Forward Drive podcast on YouTube. That's the channel. That's where you'll find us. We're going to be there. We'll be doing some big shit.
I am finding this out as you find this out.
Yeah.
I literally didn't know about this. And I've opened up the run sheet today and gone, have I got a job? One, still.
Duggo's fired, guys.
and two.
This is his last episode. He has no idea.
Where are we doing all this?
Yep.
New YouTube channel. Okay. And what's it called?
The Forward Drive Podcast.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah, so it's the Forward Drive Podcast. That's what it's called. Right. Type that in. It'll be there. It'll come up. That'll be the YouTube channel. That is
exciting. I genuinely did not know about that. So
that's new. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to be posting on BackChat Studios YouTube channel. Same thing that we've been doing, and on the Forward Drive for a couple of weeks, and then we'll switch to just doing one. Yeah. Just for a little teething period.
Yeah.
And then we'll be over there. So go give that a follow, guys.
Nice. There
that's
you go.
it.
Will everything be uploaded that we've already? So everything we've uploaded in the past,
probably
that
not.
will stay over.
That'll probably stay on. Yeah.
Do you know what I was thinking the other day?
We might catch up eventually. Like when we take a break, we might upload a few more. But we've got 97 episodes.
Yeah.
That we would have to upload on that.
Yeah, it's a fair upload.
It's a lot. So we might just start with this.
Yeah, that's cool.
Anyway, we'll get into some forward driving stuff. What were you going to say just then, mate?
No, I actually, because I genuinely did not know about this. So I hope people don't think I'm lying. I didn't know about this, but it's cool to have some ideas around like what else we could maybe just filter in for little bits here and there.
Yeah, well, let us know what you want us to do. What do you want to see from us as a podcast? Like, you probably want to see us go on more trips. We also want to see that. Yeah. We also want to go on more trips, and we've got plans to do that. We just have to action them. Yeah. It's a bit hard during footy season with you, mate, and with Ronny doing like trips. He's got his YouTube, he's got Channel 7, he's got a bunch of stuff going on. So we're going to try and join him on a few things, and we've got some things planned as well. Yeah. So, that'll be cool. Forward driving. You happy to move?
Yeah, let's forward with that. We've got a few things to cover, eh?
Yep, on the radar. Now, this is something that I think I've put both of these in here, but you're across this a bit. We've talked about this before. The beach forward driving ban. That's a hot topic.
A very hot topic. I'm actually
seeing that a lot.
Not to go over old ground, because we have covered this quite a bit.
We've covered it already.
Maybe that's why it's in the news a little bit.
Yeah, because of us.
Jeez, I hope not.
Jeez.
But it's been on like the project and
has it?
Yeah,
really?
It's been on like the major news channels. Not obviously mentioning nothing to do with us, but
because it's nothing.
The
to do with
environmental
us.
impacts is really starting to create some noise.
Look, that's the thing. Like this study that we talked about probably a few episodes ago now. that is to do with forward driving on a beach and the impacts of forward driving on beaches, how detrimental that is to the environment. So ideally, the guys who are doing this study, their ideal solution is to just stop forward driving on the beach. Like, that's obviously not a realistic solution. I can understand.
It's not, but it can be.
It can be, and we don't want it to be.
We don't want it to be. No,
There's a middle ground, I think.
Yeah, it's hard, isn't it? Because the more people that scientifically get on board about that, it's like, you start to question, are you doing the right thing? And I know I don't think we should stop it, but I don't know how you go anywhere in between with it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how it's like, you can drive on the beach. It's a hard one, isn't it? Or you can't drive on the beach. It's not like you can drive on this part of the beach, but not that part of the beach. Or you can drive at this time of day on the beach, but not at this time of day. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think there's a way to make it.
There's not really, is there?
50-50.
But like, if you can't just ban all beach forward driving outright. Like, that's
no,
not a
I don't
solution.
think you can either. But
to go 50-50, I don't know what that looks like. To go like completely cold turkey, like, that's not an option for people. Like, that's just not realistic.
It is.
So there's got to be something that, like, us as a forward drive community and the environmentalists can, like, there's got to be a solution for that, because I don't think any of us want to see the environment
deteriorate,
destroyed, like, so that, like, our kids, our grandkids can't enjoy the same things that we're enjoying. But we also don't want to not be able to do the things that we are able to do.
Yeah, I mean, that's part of it. But
it's hard.
If it's not beach driving, it's probably somewhere else. Like, this is probably at the moment. This is at its height of publicity.
Yeah, definitely.
If you want to call it that. Whereas if say the numbers drop off a little bit because people are like, oh, actually, I can see that having a bit of an impact. Maybe I can just park in the car park today. No, but then there'll be too many people. Or you don't go on the beach and they stop driving on the beach, and then everyone hits the bush, and it's like, no, hang on a second.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Now the bush driving is too much.
I don't know. It's a tough one, and I don't like getting into it because I can see why people don't like it.
I can understand it, but it's just like I enjoy.
I want to drive on the beach.
Yeah, I want to drive on the beach. Like, cool. Beach driving is great. I think there's like, you just got to be respectful of the beaches that you're driving on. I think, like, if you're driving on like those growth areas where the beach is trying to regrow, don't drive over that. If you're driving on areas where, like, there's a lot of turtle nesting areas, don't do that. Like, that feels simple. That feels like a simple solution to me. It's like, you don't drive on the areas where there's turtle nesting, and you don't drive on areas where they're trying to regrow the sand dunes or anything like that. Like, you just drive respectfully.
Well, it's like it's banned on the Ningaloo side of XMF there.
Which makes sense to me.
That's a complete ban.
But there's also areas on Ningaloo that you can drive. Like,
you
camp on the beach, you got Window Bandy, you got like all those Ningaloo coastline stuff. Yeah.
I think you at any stage between the creek and the point, you can drive on the beach at stages there.
Yeah, you can.
But you can. There
is no.
I don't reckon there is. Because that's where
those are tracks, and those...
they have car parks at the end.
They have car parks at the end, so you don't drive on the beach.
Nah.
But like, you park in the car park and then you walk down, you swim in the ocean. Like,
so
those are kind of like snorkeling areas. That's a complete ban. Well, it's not really a ban, but it's like you can't access it. But then anytime from the creek below is fine.
Yeah.
To drive on.
Yeah.
And like, man, if they do that, that'll make me upset. That is some of the best camping out there, I think, in WA along the Ningaloo coastline. That is unreal.
Was there a croc sighting at Window Bandy Point?
Didn't hear anything about that.
I do not take that as gospel.
No. I did want to, while you're Googling that, I did want to go through just a couple of quotes from the study that was going on. And I think they're interesting enough to talk about it again. And so Professor Thomas Slasher, I don't know if I'm saying that right. Sorry, mate. He conducted the study on beach forward driving. He said it's a bit of a surprise because people often argue, all we have to do is regulate the volume of the traffic and we'll be okay. But it's not the volume of the traffic that's the problem. So the only thing which, this is in quotes, the only thing which works is to get cars off for sizable portions of the beach, at least half. And that's the starting point. That's a good starting point. So that's the starting point he's recommending. And so he's saying that the hard sand has invertebrates buried in it. Pippies, crabs, which are important fish foods when the fish come in at high tide. So cars are, I mean, like that, that's something. to think about. The four-wheel drive, the tracks that the tires make
Yep.
make it hard for baby turtles when they hatch to come
yeah.
out. They can't climb over it,
Makes sense.
which is understandable for me. And I think stop driving on like turtle nesting areas, or
Yeah.
do your best to not drive.
There's
on
normally
them.
signs if they're populated enough.
I don't think that's like. I think normal people aren't doing that. So
Yeah.
anyway, there was a few things that I looked at when I saw this. I thought, man, what are each state's or territory's laws on beach driving? Have you got the crocodile thing?
Sorry, yeah. Yeah, there was one.
All right, let me go through this.
Yeah,
then we'll
you
go to
go
the
through
crocodile thing. So Victoria,
Yeah. No.
no beach driving.
No.
South Australia,
Some, but they're getting harsher.
yeah, correct.
But-
Look at York Peninsula.
Yeah.
Queensland, New South Wales, and Tasmania. Do you know that one?
Queensland, you can. Some.
Yeah.
New
so
South Wales. I don't know about New South.
New South Wales, Queensland, Tasmania are all like regulated, so permits are
There wouldn't be
required to
many
do
in New
that.
South, I
Yeah,
wouldn't have thought.
not a lot. Western Australia and Northern Territory,
Basically go for your life.
basically open.
Except for on City Beach.
Yeah, so like except on City Beach.
And Mindle Beach, maybe.
Did you see the this was a while ago?
Although one bloke
This
did
is
try and
completely off
Scarborough.
topic. Yeah.
Is that what you're going there for?
Yeah, that's how it's going.
He had a crack.
He had a good old.
Hey, it's
he
not
had a-
regulated,
No,
he
it's not
reckons.
regulated. No, it's all
Probably
good.
just if you have to drive down a staircase, you're probably not meant to be there.
Yeah, probably not. I love the fact that he got bogged as well. Then
Yeah.
did
Then jumped
the
out and
cops
ran.
follow
Into the water.
into the water. Where you going, mate? Where you going?
Yeah, probably wasn't in his right
Oh,
frame of
that's
mind.
good. If you haven't seen that, go check that out because that is hilarious.
2.5 metres saltwater crocodile sighted near the northern campsites of South Lefroy on the 12th of November 2024. So, like Parks and Wildlife Services were patrolling the area because there was the beaches from Windabandy to Janes Bay, North Lefroy, all those, South Lefroy. That was a salty 2.5 metre saltwater crocodile. Apparently.
Fuck off.
Yeah, there's more than one article on it. So I swear someone had told me about it.
You definitely saw it. That's
Yeah.
unreal.
Crazy, eh?
That's terrifying.
Just be careful. Just
I
never
don't like
know.
that. Don't like
I
Crocs,
don't
mate.
like that
Not
either.
a huge fan of
You-
Crocs.
You love camping up that way, hey?
Camping up there. I used to, yeah. Used
Yeah.
to, not so much anymore.
pretty crazy.
Was that a Croc up there? 2.5 meters? Yeah, probably not going there.
2.5 meters.
Nah, go on. I'll fight it.
That's decent.
I'll take it. That's
Anyway, let's keep
nuts.
doing the right thing. Beach driving, where you can.
I think most of
That's
our
smart.
listeners are doing the
Yeah.
right thing, and I think most forward drivers
always the
are.
way.
And I feel like this is a constant that every time we talk about something where someone wants to ban forward driving, cops are doing helicopter runs over
Yep.
South Australia, Northern Territory.
That was
Where's that? South Australia? Vic?
wasn't it, with the high country?
Nowhere near it. So, like that kind of stuff, I feel like we always come back to bad people are ruining it. Bad people are doing bad things that are ruining it for good people doing the right things.
Yeah,
It's
which
like
is,
a
and it's
small
always a
percentage of
minority
that.
doing
Yeah,
it.
it's like the minority of people. That,
Ruining it for the majority. Yeah.
yeah, thank you.
Anyway.
You've summed that up way better than I did.
But yeah, just
that-
keep doing the right thing
Just keep doing the right thing.
and follow those that do. What have we got next? Is this?
Well, this is another thing, and
got another?
we've talked about this before. Just you and I. July 1st.
Oh
So
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
4x4 owners are encouraged to claim a $20,000 tax write-off. So this is happening by July 1st.
Which is a bit over a month away.
Yes, if you're an eligible business, so sole trader, small business owners with a turnover that's under $10 million, you can claim an immediate tax deduction for each business use asset that's under 20 grand. So like forward driving accessories
Yep.
can fall under that.
Yep.
So the main reason this was like actually being talked about was this was before the election. So Labor were going to drop this back from 20 grand to $1,000, which is a massive drop, and just like that's ridiculous.
Big drop.
So they said if they got elected, which they did, they were going to keep it open for another 12 months.
Yep.
So I think you have until July 1st, 2026 to do this,
Oh, okay, righto.
not 2025. Have to double check that,
Yeah.
which I should have done before, but I haven't. But like the coalition said that they'll bump it up to a 30 grand threshold. They lost, so that's not happening.
Gotcha.
So you've got until July 1st, 2026 or potentially July 1st, 2025 to get any of your tax write-off stuff.
So only for small business owners and sole
Small
traders,
business
yeah.
owners. It has to fall under $10 million a year, like your turnover.
Yeah. So I'm thinking tradie, got your own business, working for yourself,
Yeah.
whatever it might be. And
Canopy.
then canopy, bang.
Awning,
What's
Like
the
bull bar,
what is
storage
what's
systems.
the number?
So it's just $20,000 per item, not total.
Oh, right.
So as long as like anything you buy comes under 20 grand, it's fine. So
Right, okay.
it's assessed by each item, not like
Yeah,
each.
right.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, pretty good.
That's
pretty
good by
handy.
you.
Doesn't work for you though, mate. Sorry, you're a footballer.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't work for
Speaking
me either
wouldn't
because
mind
apparently
Academy.
I'm technically a podcaster. Speaking of what?
What? You don't? Oh, yeah. I suppose you don't own the business, do you? Mate?
Yeah, sorry, mate.
I thought that was maybe you buying out to the
Yeah, I
YouTube
know,
channel.
right?
You just bought the Forward Drive
I bought the Forward Drive
out.
podcast, guys.
Jeez,
No,
that'd
but that's
be-
something
I
if
think,
you're
like, the turnover's
trading.
a bit over 10 mil though, so
Yeah, easily. Tough dog, Tyrepower, mate. We're cleaning out.
it's strong turnover.
Strong turnover. So yeah, if you're a sole trader, you're a tradie, just have a look at that.
It's good
That might
intel
be
by
something
you.
for you. Yeah,
It's well done.
just want to keep that open. What were you going to say there, mate? Sorry,
Nah, nothing,
I
nothing.
keep cutting you off.
No,
I keep
you're
talking. I
not.
feel
You're
like
not.
this
You're,
is just
you're
the
much
Jaden
more in
podcast
control.
right
I've been a little bit offline, so you're much more in control of this podcast than I am.
Yeah, well,
I'm just being involved. Happy to be here.
good win on the weekend, mate.
Yeah, come on. Yeah, come on.
Very good.
Come on.
How you feel? Stoked?
Yeah, it was nice. Bloody
Yeah,
nice.
fucking oath it was.
But mate, the show goes on.
Mate, I saw you out there. You played a very good game.
Yeah.
Saw you in the middle of it, just getting going. This might be one of your first games where you're not injured.
Yeah, I feel
Like were you
all right.
actually going into
Although-
it 100%?
Couple of cut marks there.
Is that from your little jumper punch with
Nah,
no?
just sore. It's a bit sore. Bit sore.
Did you leave him with a few?
Who? Oh, yeah, nah, that was nothing, mate.
I
Come
thought I liked seeing it because I liked seeing you get angry.
on. Did you?
Yeah, I
I
thought it
wasn't
was
even
good.
angry. I don't know why they were all.
No, not angry, just like fucking.
You like seeing me in
I like
in a
seeing
biff,
you.
did you?
Yeah, I
mate?
did
What about if I got
because you
hurt?
won it. No, well, if you got hurt, I
Oh,
wouldn't like
yeah.
it too much. I'd be.
It's funny because on a football
worried.
field you can't
No, you
really
can't.
do anything.
Yeah. You're just like,
It's
come on,
just
mate.
like, yeah,
Oh.
yeah, no. No. All right, see you, boys. I'm off.
What I did like, I don't know if you saw this, but this is just on jumper punching. Brady Hoff getting into the big ruck and then Philippou coming
hurt his
across,
finger.
getting him. How fucking strong is Brady Hoff's chest to do that?
I reckon he got caught in his jumper maybe if his finger.
I don't know, mate. It looked like Brady Hoff just has a concrete chest. And
He
just
probably
absolutely
does.
Dislocated.
He
his
probably
finger.
does. I think he might have got caught. I've seen it happen before. It's very easy to get caught in that in the jumper there.
I thought that was one of the all-time things where he just comes over, grabs him, and is like, nah, I'm
touched
done.
him
done
with my
with finger.
fingers.
Yeah, I touched him. I'm done.
I'd say it would have got caught in the jumper for sure. Or Hoffy's like tape on his shoulder or something. And
Yeah.
just like get stuck.
Just got caught.
Yeah.
Oh well. Okay. Bit boring.
Have you got another game for me or what this week? Or no?
I was going to come up with one on the spot for you,
Oh, too risky.
but it's risky.
Too risky.
It's
Don't do that. Let's go. to the
I
ultimate
kind of
forward drive.
want to do it.
Mate, it's your nuts on the line.
Well,
Should we head to the ultimate forward drive? Second. We'll go to the ultimate forward drive, eh? Have you got the photos?
yeah.
Oh, just for those, we just cut a segment. Just going to be really honest here. We cut a segment that we had not prepared for and got
Wow.
halfway through it and just realised that it just wasn't going to make it.
Yeah, that wasn't it. That was not good.
That's I would not say by any stretch of the imagination that we are professional in this environment. Well, you're a professional at what you do, but as hosts, we are not professional.
No.
And we were really honest with each other and just gave each other the feedback. That's not working.
Yeah, that was pretty poor.
And we just said, and mainly it was your reputation at risk.
Hey, look, I'll cop it. Okay,
I didn't exactly help, but
happy to take that one
Yeah.
and just go. Yep,
I actually
cooked it, Jad.
this can save us though because what we've got coming up in the ultimate forward drive. Not save us. You're not even going to hear it, so it doesn't matter. There's no saving to be done.
Yeah.
The ultimate forward drive is this time a GQ patrol.
Yes, and you've got your MacBook there. I'm gonna airdrop you some photos.
Oh, okay, yeah. So I'll start
you
to
read it out.
run through this. So James Armstrong has sent in his 1989 Nissan Patrol GQ. His budget, he hasn't got one. He hasn't got one. Just do what I want to and figure it out. Okay, so
I like that.
he's not worrying about it.
That's-
He's just going.
Bit of me about that.
This
Just
GQ needs
don't really have
this.
a budget. If I see something I like, I buy it.
And that's probably a good reminder for us all, to be honest.
Yeah,
Can be very risky.
very
Can be
risky.
very risky.
You definitely want to have a budget.
You just maybe want to check your bank account every now and then to make sure there's still a little bit in there to play with and eat. So it hasn't got a budget. Perfect. Tough touring, that's his purpose. 3 things he loves: simple to fix, super reliable, does not get bogged, and GQs look just effing awesome.
They really do.
Just in case mum's listening.
One of my best mates has a shorty GQ.
Yep.
Sexy.
Cool. Yeah. Sexy.
Oh,
Nice.
mate, it's sexy.
Yeah.
Nah, you would agree with me.
Yeah, no, I do like them. 3 things
Very
you don't
nice.
like: rust in the roof.
Yep, that's also a problem.
We'll be cab swapping very soon. TD42 tax makes some parts expensive, and no aircon at the moment. So
I feel like my best mate might have just sent this one in. Those are the same problems he's got as well.
is your best mate's name James Armstrong?
No,
Okay.
but it could be James if you want a new best friend, mate.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. This guy's looking for
No, I was
friends.
volunteering you, mate.
Anything else we should know? Hey guys, here's my 89 GQ TD42 Turbo in its current configuration, with a bit of a laugh because obviously maybe it doesn't stay that current. I've owned for 10 years. There's not one thing I haven't done myself. Being a mechanic that specialises in four-wheel drives definitely helps. She has 561,000 kilometres on the original engine, unopened, and still loves it. My dad owned the car for 10 or 12 years. Then I bought it at retail at the time, 11,000, no family discount.
Oh, that's harsh. No
Thank you for
family
adding that,
discount.
though. Hopefully Dad's listening to this too.
Yeah.
Have taken it to Vic High Country twice, across the Simpson Desert. My old man in his Mitzi Canter that he's just sold. With my old man in his Mitzi Canter. Had some hard wheeling most weekends. Was a 2-seater, but have recently put the back seats back in because my missus has 2 little girls that love what they call the monster truck.
Yeah.
Love that. That's awesome. Parts list. So upgraded GU Patrol diff housings front and rear, twin locked with air lockers, and 4.6 gears. I'm going to say they're reduction gears.
Yeah.
Sorry, I know James is a mechanic. That's just, I don't know sometimes what that means. XR6 seats, ARB bar, Razzler rear bar with twin spares, custom bar work down the sides done by himself, modified worn high mount winch, sound deadening indoors and double sealed. Simple 12-volt solar basic stuff. Rhino rack, rear drawers that have been in for years. Long-range tank, got 150 litres. 47-litre ARB fridge on the Clearview drop slide. Custom door table. I just am a fiend for a custom door table.
Really
love
like a
them.
custom door table.
I love that.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. Anyway, 4-inch lift, 35s. Sure, there's plenty he's missed. And again, as I'll put this in for you, mate. He says, great work with the pod, guys. Love listening to it in the workshop.
Yeah, good. That was me that put that in, but thank you for saying it.
We do, Joe. Are you being... Yeah, actually,
No.
You might actually be doing that. I don't know. All right, now I've got to find these photos. So let me have a look. Jaden will pop these up because we're not looking at them on the screen.
Yeah, and
right
apologies
now.
for last week. I forgot to add them into the episode. That was my bad. Completely my fault. But if we go from... Did you get them?
Yeah, I've got them. I'm struggling to open them. What the hell is that?
Look at that. So we'll start on the one with the sunset.
Here we go.
I don't know if you got that one.
Yep, I do.
That is
An this car
unreal
is
photo, and that
unbelievable.
GQ looks so good.
How come I need to expand this?
Narva spotties,
Here we
big looking winch. Look at that antenna. That is huge.
That's a... Oh, yeah, it is too, actually.
The
I was
radio
like, that's
antenna, not the
buggy
flag.
whip,
Yeah, that is unreal.
this
a
is-
slimline roof rack.
So explaining
a
it...
massive light bar.
Explaining it, so it's a silver GQ. The tyres and the wheel setup look unbelievable. Bar work the whole way down. That must be the custom stuff, like
You go to the next
protection the
one.
whole way down. So like basically 360 protection.
Yeah,
Even like the visor on the top. James didn't mention that. That looks
don't
tough.
usually like the visor on the top.
The double scoop.
Been
on
liking
the
it a
bonnet.
lot more. Double scoop,
That's a mint
dual.
car.
That's a nice rear bar on the back there. Dual tires.
Looks like a gull wing window.
Yeah,
Mate, that's
window.
clean. What photo's next?
Those flares are huge. I got the one on the rear facing out on the track on Monday
facing the
Theory.
sign. Yeah, mate, this is incredible.
That's nice. That's really nice. And it's you got the rear bar on the back, which is obviously adding a lot of weight. But you look at most cars like this and they'll have a rooftop tent on it. But having just the roof rack with the swag obviously reduces a fair bit of weight on that, which is quite nice.
Yep. Then he's wheeling it the right way. He's got the wheels up there.
Mate, go to the next one with the
I clicked next. I clicked next the wrong way, and something that we cannot show online just popped up. That one of my teammates sent me that.
got that.
He's like, mate, I'm checking this Like, have a look at this. Do you reckon it's a good buy? And it comes up as a short, like a,
Yeah,
you
the
can only
small
see that,
buy.
and then you open it. Oh, you bastard.
That's
You
good.
bastard.
That's very good. I'm sure
Simpson
anyone
Desert?
listening can figure that one out. Yeah, Simpson Desert.
No, this car's unbelievable. I don't want to say this to James, but from some angles, it looks a little bit like a 76.
It does a little bit.
Not to go back
a
to
little
Toyotas,
bit. A
but
little bit.
It does a little bit.
A little bit. It actually looks quite.
It
nice.
looks better than a 76, if I'm honest. Sorry, Jaden.
Shut up. Don't try and appease James.
No, I'm not. They have more character. You have to admit that. A 1989 GQ.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I think it has just a smidgen more character.
Just a little bit.
Not heaps, but like that's a mint car.
Okay.
Anyway, check it
All right,
out.
we'll
The photos
talk
will
about
be
that
up.
later.
Go and check it out
nice.
on.
Oh, mate, go to the next one.
Is there another one?
Sorry, there's 5.
That one.
No, the one before that. You'll see it. Screenshot _2022 0418.
That one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I was saying. He's wheeling it the right way.
Oh, that's what. Okay,
Yeah,
sorry. Yep,
with the wheel lift.
Wow.
Yeah, that's pretty.
That's
heckish
huge.
track.
Yeah, I like it. I really like it.
And thanks for a Nissan, James. Like, you've helped us out massively there.
Yeah.
We just needed the change up, and that's the one.
I was really hoping we would see a photo of that custom table.
Oh yeah.
At the back.
Yeah, bin bags and a custom table for some reason.
Yeah.
I love them.
Yeah, they're nice. They're very nice.
And I do like cars with a rear bar set up on a wagon.
Yeah.
I reckon it makes it look like a bush rig.
Yeah.
Like, it makes it look like you use it properly.
It does.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's the one thing I would have looked forward to the most for a wagon.
Rafa's bin bag on the back of the
Yeah.
car.
You-
I like
you
that.
use that
Yeah,
yet?
I'm using it. No, I
Nice.
haven't used it yet.
Haven't put anything in there.
We were going to use it today, but
Yeah.
yeah,
We were meant to go out to push
timing,
today.
unfortunately. Just unfortunate there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that would have been nice to throw a can or two in the back there.
would have been nice, wouldn't it? Would have been nice to actually give you a 79 a little run.
Yeah, I know.
That's all right. I've actually got one thing. Then thank you, James.
Thanks, James.
Yeah, really, really cool, mate. The GQ. I want to see more GQs. I like the GQs.
GQs.
I want to see more shorties.
Give us a GU.
Yeah, give us a GU.
Nothing wrong with a GU.
Give us anything, mate. Give us anything. I want to show this to you, and I'll put this up on screen now. But this is this is unbelievable. This is Lancelin. I'm gonna show this to you here. So this is Lancelin. If I get the dates up, this is 2020. This photo that I'm showing now, 2020, Lancelin. Have you seen this?
Just a look. Bit closer.
Just hit the right arrow when you when I say 2025.
So Lano's
Hang on,
that's
hang
the
on, sorry.
top.
Put the laptop down. You're just covering your face.
Sorry.
How am I meant to?
Sorry.
How am I meant to cut this as a social clip? All right.
Sorry.
That's Lano 2020.
Yep.
Go
That's
right.
the top pub.
Yep.
Yep.
Go right. That's Lano 2025.
Ooh.
5 years.
Ooh.
Yeah. How gnarly is that? If you're listening to this and
is
you're not
that
watching,
Photoshop, man.
no, nope. That's genuine.
Doesn't really back up us wanting to drive on the beach still, does it?
No. Well, that's. I feel like that's a bit more like.
Where's this being put?
I saw that on Facebook somewhere.
Wow, that's actually hard to fathom, eh?
I know. So for anyone listening, what I've just shown Duggo is
man.
a photo from the same spot of somewhere in Lancelin. In one photo, it's 2020. There's like a house on the left and then a fair bit of land. How many meters do you reckon that is? A couple hundred? Couple hundred meters from the shore, from the beach?
Oh, nah. I reckon it would be like 30 to 50 meters.
In 2020?
Do you mean what the vegetation?
The original
dunes?
ones, yeah.
I reckon that would be. I don't think it'd be 200 or 100.
That's wrong. Fair bit of distance there, and then in 2025,
It's a
literally
shock.
like it's gone, come in about 30 meters.
Yeah, probably at least 30. Like it's.
So you say it's about 60 meters away, and now it's
I got
coming
out
in.
of it.
But
Okay, once you start looking at it, you can't stop.
no,
It's actually
it's nuts, isn't it? Like that
That's-
has come in. Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, I wasn't looking at it. So that's probably come in 30 meters.
Is it pure?
And And
is that just pure like water? Just what is that? Just like some wild weather just washing that away, like we saw with the cyclone recently up on like
well, it would be
Duggo
tides rising and like the high tides getting closer and closer, and then it's taking away the sand, and because like no one's replacing the sand that's getting taken away. Like obviously you could, if you got some trucks and stuff and put some sand down there.
I don't think there's a whole lot of people driving that section of the beach in Lano.
It wouldn't be anything to do with driving.
Yeah.
That's not driving.
I don't think that section is very drivable there.
No, that's erosion.
You can get on the beach straight away, but yeah.
That is pure erosion, because you can see in the first photo how like the tide comes all the way up to the dune. There's not really much driving.
Yeah. It's already a short beach. Yeah, wow. That's actually...
That'd be my guess.
I don't even know what
people are going to hate this, but I think that's a bit of climate change there. Erosion.
It's pretty evident.
Tides rising there. That is...
I don't know what it is
just
exactly.
Insane.
Yeah, that's crazy. Is that going to go up?
Yeah.
That'll blow your mind, I reckon.
I'll put that up. That's just fucking outrageous. That's unreal.
Yeah, that's hard to not... That's hard to stop looking at.
I know.
Crazy.
I know. If you're listening to it, I'm so sorry if I did a terrible job describing that, but
it's basically...
Go and have a look. It is literally like 30 meters of erosion.
It's just like the bushy
shore
dunes
has come up.
The bushy... There's a pathway, then there's a bit of dune system, like a bit of shrub to the beach, and there's probably 30 meters of it. It's all gone.
All gone.
The beach is basically at the footpath now.
Yeah, right up at the footpath.
Man.
And I think that's a new pub there that they've put there, maybe.
It's been there a long time.
Yeah.
But it's
just going by like...
Yeah. Because
being built in 2020, or maybe they just extended it.
The pub?
Sorry, they extended it in...
Oh, so it's the pub going out towards the water, not the...
No, the water's coming into
the water's definitely coming.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, massively. Sorry,
imagine we're looking at that and they've just knocked down the shrubs
to
move
out.
the pub further forward.
No. You can see that. That is nuts.
Interesting. Around the fire pit, what do we got? Anything today?
We got this one.
Good morning, boys. Duggo, Jaden, Ronny. Hope all is well. Long time, no chat. This is Rick with the Grenadier. It is May 16th, 2025. Just got done with the most recent potty that you guys put up. And, I'm super inspired. It's been a wild year. Last time I chat with you guys was my trip to Morton was great. Did the big trip to the high country a few months ago. And now I'm planning my trip for the Madigan line. Going to run the Simo in 3 weeks' time, middle of June. So really excited about that. And I'm curious to see how everything works out for Ronnie's trip on the Canning. Especially, I would like to know his thoughts about if I were to take my Grenadier on that trip. Obviously, they're doing it all Toyotas. But with his experience, the Grenadier, and the amount of fuel. So I'm planning on 160 liters of fuel for the Simpson Desert. Should get me 800 kilometers, give or take. Particularly soft sand driving, I've kind of pegged it down to about 20 liters per 100, sometimes better. But 20 liters is kind of my max usage. So I figure the Madigan line, I should be able to get the whole thing with that 160 liter mark. But with the Canning, if the Grenadier were to do it, how much fuel would I need to take for that trip? Well, I hope your Canning trip goes well, Ronnie. Always a pleasure to get a chance to send in some voice messages for you boys. Keep up the good work, and we'll chat with you next time. Adios.
His best voice in the business, isn't it?
Yeah, adios is such a cool finish as well.
Well, that Grenadier is probably just about setting the benchmark in Oz at the moment for where he's taking it.
Oh, absolutely.
He's been everywhere.
Absolutely. Yeah, for fuel for it.
Interesting.
I think Ronnie's got an extended tank on his 76, so I think 170 litres. And I think he's got 2 Jerrys on his roof rack.
Yeah,
so like he's probably got 2 20-litre Jerrys, so an extra 40 litres. So he's probably got almost 200 litres of fuel, and that would be for him. And then I would assume that the 2 troopies have got a similar setup. Ronnie's troopy would have an extended fuel tank as well. I think he's got long ranger on both. I could be wrong there. And then the bloopy, I mean, Chris would have to have that as well. So
the bloopy would have 2 tanks anyway.
Yeah.
They'd have 180 litres.
True.
I think 2 90s. So I'm just doing. So the Grenadier fuel tanks only.
They're small, aren't
90.
they? Yeah, because Ronnie was.
That was his knock on.
Yeah,
them,
that was his
90.
knock on it.
I was just looking here. Brown Davis actually they've got a auxiliary tank gets you to 158 litres. So an extra quick math 70 roughly.
60.
The length of the canning is it 90 plus 50 is 140. Oh, so anyway, that much 90 to 158.
Yeah,
Brown Davis can get you.
yeah.
Is it 70?
Yeah.
She's lost me.
Just won you up, mate.
Not my strength, though. The canning stock route here, I've just searched in how long is it? It's 1850, so 1,850 kilometres.
Yep.
So Rick was saying he's going to get 800 Ks roughly to his
90 litre
plus whatever he carries. He thinks it's going to get him 800. So he's going to need to. So he can fill up as well. There's a halfway stop, isn't there? At
Yep.
I mean, Ronnie's going to be much more posed to talk to us about this, but
I think it's probably a question we ask him next week. But yeah,
stop.
Definitely.
I think you're going to
A few jerrys.
You
for
probably
sure.
want some help
With only a 90 litre tank. You want a few jerrys because that's short. That 800 Ks. If that track is as rough as what Ronnie is saying, that's going to spend a bit of fuel on it.
Yeah. I'm just trying to find out what the Prado's tank was just to make sure I was all over that.
Oh, yeah. The Prado, the 76?
No, sorry, the Prado, because Ronnie was like, he'd take the Prado.
Oh, he'd take the Prado.
Lift.
Yeah, true.
So I feel like if that was the case, if you take the Prado, you take the Grenadier, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I don't know. Interesting.
I mean, you probably would.
We definitely need Ronnie to talk to us about it. But yeah, because what you've got, so Brown Davis off of that tank, the auxiliary tank, and then you can also, you've got that, like I'm sure there might be other places doing it too. That just popped up. And then you've got the, remember Ronnie's thing that he had on the side?
Yes. Yeah,
so
yeah,
you
the
could have that
jerry
on the side.
Yep.
You could have Jerry's on the roof if you wanted to.
Yeah, you could.
You'd
have enough.
Effectively, if you say there's an extra 20, 40, 60.
Yep.
If they're 20 litres, all of
yeah,
that gets you to 150.
It's a good shout.
Anyway, I don't know.
I like it.
About it.
I think we'll have a chat with Ronnie next week about it.
Yeah. Definitely think the Grenadier, though, the capabilities of the four-wheel drive.
Oh, they'd handle it
apart
easily.
From fuel range, which is Rick's biggest thing. But I reckon that would be sweet as well.
I would love to see Rick in the Grenadier doing that track. That would be unreal.
We spoke about as well Grenadier's like customer service in terms of if something goes wrong, they go because
they can get to you.
They get to you, yeah. Like whereas like you'd be able to find something for Toyota and Newman, for all the cars that the boys are driving out there now.
Yeah, there's parts
Grenadier. There's probably not parts in Newman, but it's like they go over and above or something to act on it. Is it?
Well, yeah, they get like a Grenadier that doesn't need that part, and then they take that out and then go to the next one. And they've just got got a good little setup.
So
they might not have a lot of parts for it, but they've got like ways to get parts, which I thought was interesting.
Yeah, so it's like supply and demand, I suppose, as well. Isn't it? Like if there's four Grenadiers in the desert at any one time, and 3 of them have something go wrong, there's the backups to help the 3, but you got to get them out. I don't know how you get it out there. Anyway.
I wonder if like one Grenadier's got like a broken diff or something, then the other Grenadier's got like a transmission or something that's wrong. They're just like, oh, I'll take that transmission and put it in here, and I'll put.
I know some people about to take off in a Grenadier on a bit of a caravan trip.
Yeah.
I don't know how much off-roading they're doing, but
caravan trip. So.
Yeah, towing the van in the Grenadier, like pretty cool. How's that, mate?
Oh, mate, I think we've talked people's ears off enough, don't you?
Yeah, quality, absolute quality. Some of that. Just have a listen back to this one before you put it out there. Just let me know how.
I never do, mate, but I will. I'll do it for this one.
They can't all be winners, can they?
Oh, I think this one was.
Was this a win? This maybe wasn't a winner.
I don't know.
Ronnie, we could just say Ronnie.
It's not really up to us if it's a winner or not, is it?
It's not. Maybe just don't tell us if this one wasn't.
Yeah, if you guys hated this episode, please don't give us the feedback. We don't want it.
That's so true. I don't need it.
We don't listen to it. We don't look at it. We don't care.
Yeah. Anyway, you and I, let's
Joking,
get
we
going
do.
because we need to
We
have
do.
a chat about some other things that
Yeah,
maybe
I'm
then
keen.
we can
I'm
actually let people
very
know
excited about that. All right, next week we might reveal something. Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe not. The week after, maybe not.
Yeah.
We're winging this podcast.
Oh, it's a big time wing at the moment. We've lost a co-host and
Maybe episode 100.
turns out we rely on him quite a
Yeah,
bit.
turns out we actually need him. Yeah, for Four Drive Talk.
But anyway,
No.
let's go. Four Drive
Right.
Podcast, powered by Tyrepower. Southern
Shit
River Band, see
ending.
us out there. Four Drive Podcast on Instagram at this stage still. All our episodes over at our own YouTube channel, the Four
Yeah.
Drive Podcast.
Yep.
That could be one and done. I don't
All
know.
episodes not on BackChat.
Patrons, thank you. Stick around. Quick chat to you. We will give you a bit more of an update now. We may actually start our conversation about what's going on with our patrons. And then merch, voice messages, the ultimate four-wheel drive at the usual spot, the Four Drive Podcast.
Yep, and just quickly before you finish, I want to have new ideas for merch, guys. Let us know what you would want to see coming out from us.
Opening up a can of
keen.
worms there, big boy.
Stubbies. Stubby holders.
Stubby holders.
Yeah, not
so
actual
we're making our own
stubbies.
stubbies.
Stubby holders, patches,
Full drive ale.
shirts, hats, whatever. Let us know what you want. We'll get it done.
Yep.
All right, brilliant. Yeah. No, we will. We'll look at getting it done.
There's so many empty promises here. Righto, hooroo.
Right.